What's going on, guys? This is your boy Trillionaire Mac, and welcome back to another video. So, in this video, we're going to be breaking down one trade that I took on AUDUSD, along with all of my mentorship students, as well as anyone a part of my Signals Telegram channel. Excuse me, a little tongue-tied right there. So, all of my students were able to receive this. All of my clients were able to receive this trade. We have one trade that hit for about 70R. You heard correct, 70R, as well as another trade that hit for about 40R. All right, so we're going to go over both of these trades. It's a little late. It's around 11:36 right now. As you guys can see, we haven't hit our full target yet, but we are about to very shortly. Let's see where we're working with. In about 18 pips, we will hit our target. Super excited about this trade right here. We had about 10 students that have hit me up so far that were able to pass their FTMO challenge. Any other students, if you're watching this video and you passed your FTMO challenge, please send the testimonial to me. I would love to go ahead and put it on the website as well as share it with all of our other students to give them, you know, the oomph they need if they want to do a funding program like FTMO. Now, you don't need to do a funding program like FTMO if you have the capital yourself, but, you know, having a little bit of extra capital is never a bad thing, especially with a funding program like FTMO. All right, so we're gonna hop right into it. All right, so we can see I really started my breakdown on the H4 time frame. Okay, so we're not really gonna discuss this area up here. Okay, we were able to take a lot of buys and sells throughout this entire area based on the lower time frame. Price pushed to the downside. Okay, we did take a sell position right here that ended up flowing. Our sell was on this wick right here, and we ended up catching around 147 pips on this first move. Okay, and then what happened was price decided to break structure right here with this nice push to the downside. So once price broke structure, all right, pink BOS, there we go. Once price broke structure with this nice push to the downside, then we were just looking for price to push back up into our order block. So the first order block that I had was, of course, this candlestick right here on the H4 time frame. You could have used this candle right here. It still worked, but as my students know, I like to refine my order blocks down. Okay, I'm not going to go over into how to refine an order block in this trade breakdown, but I will be releasing a video separately on how I refine order blocks, why I like to refine order blocks, and overall, you know, the benefits of refining your order blocks to the lower time frame and things like that. All right. So we can see on the H2 time frame we have this nice bearish order block candle right here. Okay, this was the last bullish candle before the liquidity void took place. Okay, and it has not been mitigated at all. All right, so we can see how if you were to use, you know, it doesn't even really make sense to use this candle right here as a point of interest. Okay, I would really only use this bullish candle right here is my bearish order block. Sometimes, because I get this question a lot, like how do I know which order block to use? I am going to release a video for you guys in a few weeks that will explain a little bit more in depth on how I trade institutional order blocks. A lot of people trade them slightly different, but throughout my back testing and throughout my practice, there's a certain way that I like to go about trading order blocks. So choosing a point of interest will become very simple and straightforward once I release that video for you guys. All right, but this was the order block that I chose to pay attention to. Let's go ahead and make sure that that is perfect. Okay. All right, as well as if I do see a wick similar to this wick right here, sometimes what I'll do is I will include it within the overall order block, mainly because I know that on the lower time frame there is an order block within this wick right here. Okay, and once we go down to the lower time frames where I took my entries, I'll show you guys a little bit more about what I mean. All right, so basically I had an alert set literally right here. Okay, and we did go over this on the Monday night webinar for all of my mentorship students. So if you are a part of my mentorship program, this trade right here, before price got to this point right here, all right, we were somewhere down here. All right, and I literally had a sell limit right here. okay? And I told you guys, if you weren't going to break this down to the lower time frame, feel free to set your sell limit right here and then put your stops above this area right here. Okay, so that decreases your risk reward just a little bit, but for those people who don't have time to be on the charts and find the entry, I always give other opportunities for you guys to take advantage of on the Monday night webinar. So all of my students are in this trade and they definitely capitalized. Okay, some of them may have not hit 70R, okay, or 40R, but you definitely hit around, let's go ahead and see what this would have been. So risking 8.5 pips and price is about to hit our target. So you definitely hit around 17, 18% if you were risking 1% on this trade, which I told you guys that's what I was gonna do. All right, so we can go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. And we can see price makes its way up, okay? Wicks us in if you were to take this trade on the higher time frame, and then price fell over to the downside. But you guys aren't here to see a wick entry. You guys are here to see a 2 pip stop loss and a 3.5 pip stop loss. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to lower time frame. So what I did was I had an alert set right here, okay? And this hit around 2 a.m. in the morning, London time, or Eastern time, but it was London session around this area right here is when I woke up. It hit us in, okay, or it hit the alert. I woke up to the trading view noise, whatever. It's low-key annoying, not gonna lie, but it's very, very helpful. So if you don't use alerts, I would definitely suggest you all use alerts. Then I just went down to the M1 time frame instantly. All right, so let's go ahead and go all the way back up here. So like I said, there were 2 available entries. Now, I took one risky entry, okay, and then I took let's clear this up just a little bit. I took one risky entry, and then I took a more conservative entry just in case. I risked 0.5% on the first entry, and then on the second entry for 70R, I risked a full percent. So that was a 70% gain in the account. I just want you guys to listen. 70% gain. If you had $1,000 in your account, you made $700. If you had $100,000 within your account, you would have made $70,000 off of this one trade, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is the power of Forex. All right, I'm getting really excited. Let's hop into it though. Okay, so the first entry that I took. Now I know I haven't really talked about entries yet. A video within the next 2 days. So 2 days after this video, I believe it's already in queue. There should be a video that releases about how I take my entries on and like how I correlate the time frames and things like that. That's going to be as it relates to my confluence and price action style of trading. As it relates to institutional order blocks, I do things slightly different. So there's a riskier way to take an entry, and then there's a more conservative way to take an entry. And we're going to talk about both of those ways on this video right here. All right, so you can add them to your charts and yeah, you can make some money with it. All right. Now, before I keep going, I want you guys to know that I am doing a $100 crypto giveaway. I might even do a $500 crypto giveaway. We're gonna choose one person for a $100 crypto giveaway, and then one person for a $500 crypto giveaway. I'm gonna give away some of these profits that I made off of this trade right here. All right. So all you have to do is follow me on Instagram at TrillionaireMac. Comment down below how long you've been trading and what type of content you want to see me produce for you, as well as fill out the Google form down below for the crypto giveaway so we can know how to contact you and things like that if you win. All right. Also, if you need a rule-based system for trading the foreign exchange market, I have my course in the description below. It was the first course that I ever made that helped me find profitability within the foreign exchange market. It's called the Forex Fast Track. Feel free to check it out. It's only 40 bucks. But like I said, it was the first course that I've ever done. But if you need a rule-based system where you can just take your emotions out of the charts and simply just apply the rules, then feel free to check that out right there. So go in the description. Lastly, make sure you guys subscribe and please, please, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. All right, let's hop right into it. So within this area right here, let's talk about the range that we're working with once price pushed to the upside. So once price pushed to the upside, we were working within this range right here. Where's my brush? Here we go. All right, so here was the low of our range, and then here was the high of our range. Okay, and then price is playing all around within this area. Once we had this range right here, okay, what happened was we had another break of structure within this entire area. Okay, so this was my thought process. So I saw this swing low right here. It's a swing low because we have higher lows on both sides. Great. If I ever see a swing low break, it's going to be something that I really pay attention to. Okay, it's going to be something that I really do kind of, put a little bit of emphasis on. So within this area right here, we saw this nice liquidity void push to the downside, breaking. Liquidity void is just another word for imbalance, if you are new. Okay, breaking this entire, let's actually delete all of this, and then we'll just start from the beginning. Okay, so I saw a nice liquidity void push, breaking this swing low right here. Okay, so instantly my eyes were on this candle right here. This was the last bullish candle before the liquidity void. Now, I know it has a crazy wick, but it doesn't matter. All right, it does not matter. We're on the M1 time frame anyway, baby. Let's get it. All right, so this was a point of interest for me. I wanted to see price trade into this area and then fall over to the downside. Now, because we have such a large wick, I'm not really going to use 50% of this order block. I simply just set my order, and I was comfortable with the 3.5 pip stop. Okay, so I simply just set my order right here. I had my 3.5 pip stop right there. Okay, and then I took my profit on the higher time frame. Okay, but we're just going to leave that right here for now while we talk about the second entry. All right, so our next entry opportunity, so this was a little risky. All right, this entry right here, I don't know why I just made that noise. This entry right here was a little risky, but I was willing to take that. I was willing to take that 1% risk based on how price is looking. All right, now let's take things from the top. So we're already in our higher time frame point of interest right here based on our order block that was pulled off of the H4 time frame that we then broke down to the H2 time frame and even lower than that. But I'm not going to go over that right now because I do it a certain way and I haven't seen anyone do it the way that I do it. So I kind of want to hold that for my students that are part of my mentorship program and things like that. But I will do a refining video, and I will go over the basis of how I refine order blocks and things like that, which should be more than enough information for you guys to be successful with refining your order blocks. All right. So once price pushes to this area, like I said, I entered 3.5 pip stop. Not only did we push down, okay, so we had a little bit of consolidation, and then we had another liquidity void push to the downside. Okay, and once we had this, then it allowed me to pay attention to this swing low right here, and we had another break of structure. Let me actually change this to BOS and this as well. All right. So once we had this break of structure right here, now I found this order block on the M30 time frame right here. All right, so you can't see it on the M1, but if I go to the M30 time frame, I don't think I'll be able to use the replay. So I'm just going to stay right here on the M1. All right, but right here we had an order block on the M30 time frame. It was this M1 wick right here. All right, so I just used the entire 30-second order block that was not mitigated yet. And this is where we took our second sell. All right. Now on this, I did not risk 1.2 pips. I actually risked 2 pips. Because of spread and everything, I'm always going to risk around, or no less than 2 pips, right? So even if I have a stop loss that's around, 1.3 pips, 1.5 pips, I'll just round up to 2 pips just to give it a little bit of breathing room, but also to incorporate possible spread and things like that. All right, it's something that I do keep in mind, especially when you start to get pinpoint accuracy. I always tell my students it's like increasing that stop is never a bad thing. All right, as long as your overall bias and analysis is correct, it's never a bad thing to increase your stop loss by a couple of pips if that's something that you need to do. So if you're thinking about spread, then yeah, that's something that you may want to consider. All right. Now, as it relates to my take profit, it was simply just based off the higher time frame. All right. So we're going to talk about this trade first. 3.5. There we go. Let's go to the H1 time frame. Let's delete this and delete that. All right. Was this the 3.5? Let's see. So I see this one, but where's my 3.5 pip risk? So let's extend this down. Oh, this one down just a little bit, and then we'll extend this one down like halfway so we can see it on the higher time frame. No? Okay, here it is. Oh, okay, I see. Perfect. Okay, so 3.5, it increased. My bad, guys. I'm trying to... All right, let's see. Okay, so let's move this up. What's going on? Okay, cool. Okay, so we took this entry. Oh, it was flipped. That's what happened. Okay. So we took this entry right here. 3.5 pip stop. We're going to extend this out just a little bit. Bring this down a little bit more. Something like that. All right, now let's go to the H1 time frame. I wonder if I'm going to edit that out. I might just leave it. It's pretty authentic. All right, so here we go. So our target is right here. Like I said, it hasn't been hit yet, okay, but price is on its way. Within the next 18 pips, our target will be hit for this first trade for around 40.83, okay, and then we have this second trade here that should hit for around 70.2 risk to reward. Guys, this is exactly how you should be trading, right? Now, there are a lot of different ways to make money within the foreign exchange market, but this way right here is the most efficient way possible in my eyes. All right. Now, I do have a two-step process for how I do take entries on the lower time frame to figure out whether or not it's a valid entry for me. Should I take it? Should I not take it? Just so things don't get mumble jumbled on those lower time frames. If you're a student of mine, then you definitely know that two-step process. And if you're not a student of mine, feel free to click the link in the description and sign up for a one-on-one session with me, okay, through my mentorship program. And I will explain all of that to you, as well as you get access to my courses. My price action course, liquidity course is coming very, very soon. And you get access to over 175 recorded webinars that I upload to weekly. So it's like, my own private little YouTube channel on my website. And you get access to all those videos, along with lifetime access to my Signals channel. All right, so within the Signals channel, I send all of this information. I send all of these trades into that channel for you guys to take advantage of. All right. With that being said, if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember, if you need a rule-based system, okay, Forex Fast Track is for you. Links in the description, as well as enter that crypto giveaway, guys. I'm going to give one $100 crypto investment away, and then I'm going to give away one $500 crypto investment away. All right, and both of those are going to be funded from these trades right here. All right, with that being said, I love you guys. Peace out. thanks for all the support. Thank you for all of the comments and things like that. Please leave this video a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I'm just trying to get as many people to see these videos as possible because I drop knowledge within these videos and I want you guys to make money. I struggled for so long within the foreign exchange market, but you don't have to. All right. With that being said, I'll catch you guys. Peace out.